Boom. Good morning, guys. So I thought I might let you know what I'm working on today. It's a frosty 20-some degrees here this morning. We're getting ready to move the 72 over to my other garage that's heated, and I've got to detail and clean the engine bay. I've got to take it to the car wash and stuff, but we're going to detail and clean the engine bay and get it ready for the engine to go back in. Now, I have not worked on the engine yet, but it's a couple hours worth of work and I'll have it ready to go back in. But I'm going to mainly detail and clean the inside of this engine bay. So I'm getting ready to load it on my car trailer and haul it over there. And then if you see, I've been threatening this for about 4 months, but it's back. And I'm going to get that on the road. We're going to get it running, get it driving. Probably going to run off into Arkansas somewhere and go camping with it and go hit the trails and the bikes and stuff. So look for that here in the next couple months. I'm saying, So, but yeah, I've already got most all the brakes done on it. I've got to do the rear brake hose and put the master cylinder on it. I'll get some help to pump up and bleed the brakes and everything. And then I've still got to put the rear main seal in that 350, which not bad. And I mean, we've got everything, got all the parts. It's going to be ready to go. So we're going to start that video on that one. But my main goal right now, if you guys saw, I got that Scout. Man, I'm so stoked about that thing. I got it, but I'm not going to I'm going to do some light stuff, put wheels and tires on it, remove the gas tank. I've got to put a new key switch in it because I didn't get a key with it. They had lost that as well. So I'm kind of worried about that because the last one I did, I had a very, very hard time, and I ended up just finding another column. It was in a Chevelle 71. And so I'm kind of worried about that. But that's what I'm going to do to it until I get this running and this running. And then I can get some stuff moved around. But I'm going to bring my green Blazer back over and possibly get ready to take the transmission out of it and have it rebuilt. So I can start doing a little rust repair on it this summer, and I want to start driving it and everything. Before I decide if I'm going to completely repaint it or just fix what I need and patch things in, kind of like I did on my Chevelle. But my Chevelle doesn't need near the work that Blazer does. But so that's what I'm working on today. But I thought I'd make a video. You guys, I know you've seen the GMC truck I'm working with. That's my tow rig. But I thought I'd go over my whole tow rig setup and show you a few things about it. How, I mean, it's not that exotic. I don't have a brand new truck. I don't have a brand new trailer or nothing. I just got the bare necessities of what I need to do the things I'd like to do. So let's check it out. So what we have here is a 2000, I believe I bought this new in 2009. Well, I bought it secondhand, but it was like 6 months old. 2009 model, 16-foot dovetail car trailer. I've had it ever since. I've went through one bed floor because the factory wood they use is garbage on these things. But I've done one bed floor. I'm on my second set of tires. But yeah, and what I do, Matt and his dad changed this floor out. It's just treated, I can't remember if that's 2x6 or 2x8, but I've just power washed it and used motor oil over the last 10 years. And it's still holding up very well. I use a brush and a roller, and I just treat it with motor oil every so often, and it preserves the wood. It's kind of like one of those old man farmer's tricks. And then I've just got a normal box that I got at a garage sale. I used to have one that was way wider, and it would kind of almost want to touch the bumpers, so I got rid of that and got a smaller box. This is my second winch. The first one I got when this thing was a couple years old, and it had held up really good, but finally the windings maybe had burned up in it. But I bought this from Sam's Off-Road here in Tulsa, and it's a 9,500 pound winch. What is this one? I can't even remember the name of it now. Rough Country, sorry about that. This thing's been pretty phenomenal. I like it. I've got an Interstate deep cycle battery. I've got all the straps and stuff I need, D-rings, snatch block. Again, nothing too exotic, but oh, it comes in handy. And I always try to roll this. I know a lot of people just crank stuff down, but I try to really keep that cable straight because I don't want to burden this. I want to be able, if I have to, by myself, is unspool this without tying something else to it and trying to free a pinched cable. So I'm really kind of picky about that. But I mean, nothing too fancy. Like, literally anybody could save some money. Get an old work truck like I did. This is a secondhand work truck. It does have a new engine and all that stuff in it. I mean, now it is a two-wheel drive. I know some people will be like, oh, you need a 4x4. There's been a few times I got stuck, but if you saw in the Scout video, my best friend Matt, he has got a 4-wheel drive power wagon. So for all my needs that I need a 4-wheel drive, he's more than happy to help me with those. But, you know, to be cost effective, and like I said, I don't need a brand new truck. It's a tool. I don't need it for anything else. Like this thing, I mean, I'm not like, I really like it and all that stuff, but it's not like my dream to have a 3/4 ton pickup. It is just merely a tool to get the job done. Because my main goal is to be fixing up these old cars and stuff, not buying an $80,000 truck to drive around. It's absolutely not what I need. Now, would I like to have a diesel? Yeah, I'd like to have a 7.3, one of the OBS Fords, you know? Ooh, man, would I like to have one? But as they get newer, I just don't have the need to have a diesel truck and keep up with the maintenance. Now, if I was making good money with it and using it all the time, sure, but this truck, I drive it like once a week. And really, if it's going down the road, it's hauling something or pulling something. Other than that, I don't drive it. I don't have a want to drive it. So, but yeah, this is my tow rig, and I plan on keeping it for a long time, and then it'll actually start splitting duties with that one, because that'll be kind of like my new tow rig. I'll probably drive that actually more than the white one, because I'll use it for more of my lighter stuff. But because really this truck is way more powerful than that, the big block 72, and it's just safer. It's got better brakes. It just does everything better. So it'll be more of my grunt work truck to pull the heavy stuff. But you know, for lighter stuff like cars and going to the lumber yard and stuff, that truck's gonna definitely fit the ticket. But it will do some heavy work. But let's get this Chevy loaded up, get it moved, go haul the Blazer back. Like that, it's loaded up and we're ready to go. So yeah, I had a little connection issue on that winch. I thought the battery was dead, and I was like, no, because that'll be the third one this month. Yeah, you can see where I was like, ah. But no, it works. I had to charge it up and ready to go. So yeah, let's move this over to the next spot and load up the Blazer. And we made it back. Got everything switched around as it needed to be. Got the truck all washed up and ready. Need to get back over there and do some work. The old GMC did its job. I mean, I didn't go but like 25 miles all round trip, but yes, another one of my favorite cars that I have. And I am very glad to have it back. It is looking good. Started right up. I hadn't started in like 3 weeks, and this thing just kicked right off. Had to put a little gas in the fuel cell, but yeah, it's time to get this road ready, man. This thing's pretty awesome. But yeah, worked out pretty good. But yeah, I had to have my nephew Connor help me do this, and I just stood back and showed him, and he tied all this stuff down. And as you can see, it's still there. So yeah, he did a phenomenal job helping me with that, helping me push that heavy truck around. That thing is a tank. But yeah, now I'm gonna make something to eat. And yeah, this video I don't have too much for this week, but I probably won't get too much done next week because it's Valentine's Day and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we got a lot to do, and we're gonna be getting after it. So thanks, guys. I'm gonna fix it for you. Well, right. It's been a while since you